Et salut, salut. Grand retour, petit retour en stream, en espérant que ça fonctionne bien. J'ai pris mes précautions, mais les fortes chaleurs m'ont contraint à arrêter 2-3 jours car j'avais peur pour les appareils. Voilà. On va voir ce que ça dit. Je vais faire 2 petites heures histoire de se divertir un peu.
I am looking for a female officer who arrived yesterday with a gunshot wound.
You need to be a little more specific, honey.
Her name is Lewis. She is in a coma.
Ah, second floor. Take the elevator.
J'espère que la console va bien parce que j'ai été contraint de vraiment la débrancher. J'espère qu'il n'y a pas eu d'humidité non plus. Et j'espère que les jeux n'ont pas fondre devant mes yeux comme c'est arrivé avec la Xbox One ou la PS4. C'est tout ce que je souhaite.
Hey, Murphy. She's right in here.
Another visitor? She's in a stable condition. You know, some think that people in her state can hear what's happening around them even if they don't respond.
Le retour stream, c'est bon.
Why don't you try talking to her? Now, I'll leave you two alone.
J'ai collé un gros ventilo à côté de la Xbox. Ventilo supplémentaire, comme ça. Elle est...
Hello, Lewis. Allow me to update you on our case. I know you would hate to be behind on the investigation. I found Officer Briggs. He is dead. Wendell Antonowski has the street vultures collecting bodies. His intent is not clear. I opened your present. It helped. Thank you. I could really use your advice, Lewis.
Take the body downstairs.
But there's no more room in the morgue.
Didn't you hear someone stole a bunch of bodies over the weekend?
A corpse thief? What is this world coming to?
Lewis, you always find a way to help.
I'll keep her safe. Don't you worry about her.
What's her blood pressure?
I've got 40 pow.
Course VFib. Okay, we gotta shock him.
Let's get the ambu bag.
Stand clear. Shock him.
Clear.
All right, no pulse. Let's go intracardiac epinephrine.
Okay, everybody, clear.
Stand clear. All right, I think that's all we can do. Let's call it. What's the time?
6:15.
I'm guessing you're here about the missing bodies? No one from the police has come to talk to us yet. I suppose you're preoccupied with the living rather than the dead.
Tell me about the case.
Usually, we're pretty packed. There are even some bodies that have been here since Christmas. But a couple of nights ago, someone broke into the hospital and stole. It's been a blessing in disguise, really. We've got so...
Is there any link?
Actually, there is. Our thieves were very picky. All of the they didn't take a single corpse that had documented brain trauma. I've got to say...
Anything else?
That's it for me, but talk to the security guard. Now that I'm looking at you, didn't I work on you? I recognize that jawline.
Finally. I've been calling you guys for the past 2 days.
What do you know about the deception?
Sure, I estimate then most likely
What can you tell?
we caught their leader.
You caught him?
Oh, I mean Caucasian male, late 40s, dapper dress.
That was very helpful.
No problem. Just because I don't have a badge or a service weapon or... cruiser and partner, or even a bulletproof vest, that doesn't mean that I can't be of help to the police.
Good to see you in one piece, Robo. Mr. Becker wasn't happy, but between you and me, maybe it wasn't an authorized Thank you for your... Operation. What's all the commotion?
This is not the time. You all know the procedure by now. Officer Cecil will gather Briggs' belongings and deliver them to the family. They asked for a small funeral, so I expect everyone to give the family space.
Briggs was one of us. We should at least do something to honor him.
Best thing we can do is get those butchers that did this to him. I want to see everyone in the briefing room in 10 minutes. Now
Si
back
si
to
la
work.
température monte encore d'or, j'arrêterai le stream.
Hey, Murphy.
On va essayer de faire 2
You've been to
heures.
the
ça sera
hospital,
déjà bien.
haven't you? How's Lewis?
Unconscious, but stable.
She'll pull through. I'm sure of it.
It's time to hold OCP accountable. This can't keep happening.
Même à techniquement, j'arrive à
Relax,
garder la Xbox
Kaplan.
tiède, donc c'est bon
not wrong.
How many more of us have to end up in the hospital or a morgue before we do something?
It's like Sarge said, we need to get the guy who did it, so maybe let's focus. Speaking of which...
Attends, on est passé de 20 degrés à 22 degrés en quelques minutes.
Welcome back, Robo. You have a minute? First of all, I wanted to say I'm sorry. I already filed a report.
Fucking right.
As I was writing it, I noticed a lot of... But considering that was our first mission together...
You helped.
Still, I've been getting to know different aspects of being a cop. Would you mind showing me how you practice at the...
Yes, practice make...
You want to go now? I love the smell of this room. Should we start? First, I want to watch you practice. Can... Right. This has to be I took so many notes.
Next time, do it quietly. Is your service weapon properly prepared?
I was issued this old gun and serviced it according to the manual.
I will try it out.
Sure thing. Everything okay?
Your service weapon is broken.
I calibrated it. I did every...
It is beyond repair. They must have...
I don't think that's entirely true. But I guess that's the way it
A cop must be ready.
Sure. Thank you, Robo.
There's my favorite law enforcement.
Why are you in this cell?
I come here to think sometimes, and the food is better than in the soup kitchen.
That is resourceful.
Why, thank you. I try very hard. Seriously. After everything he did for me, he seems pretty good at...
It could be.
You kidding? On the streets, I'm a Sam...
You are not a Ronin.
Yeah, okay. Just...
Why am I always the one that has to do it? It's not fair.
What is it, officer?
Huh? I didn't realize I was talking out loud. It's just that I need to hang Briggs's picture on the memorial wall. It's just a lot. All you have to do is find Briggs's photo in the database and print it out. Just make sure to hang it straight. Thanks, Murphy. I still need to go get his stuff, so, I'm gonna... You can put everything in the box. I'll make sure his family gets it. I usually do all of this alone, and it doesn't get any easier no matter how many times I do it. But having you share this responsibility with me, it actually helped.
Thanks to RoboCop's insubordination, we finally have something concrete.
At your service.
Wendell Antonowski struck a deal with the street vultures at Highland Park.
A place where, for some reason, we weren't supposed to go.
Be that as it may, we're on the lookout for anyone from this biker gang. We also know what he's looking for.
Yeah, dead bodies.
Dead bodies whose brains are still intact, to be precise.
Wow.
We'll get to the whys, but since they know...
They're not hiding. Put on Channel 9.
What in the hell?
I repeat, OCP Bank is being robbed by the notorious street vultures. We'll keep trying to get closer for a better view.
All right, everyone pack up. I want you all to be at SWAT's disposal.
Sergeant, am I back on the case?
I don't think Becker will give me grief if I let you go save OCP's money. You're reinstated. Everyone, move out!
Oh, look at that. One of the cops was actually bothered to show up. No need, SWAT's got it covered.
What is the situation?
Vultures came up with the great idea of robbing the OCP bank. They've got hostages, and they claim there's a bomb. They must be crazy to think that OCP will just let them leave with their money.
Was there any sighting of Spike?
Not yet. But I'm sure they wouldn't pull such a stunt without their leader.
What is the plan?
Let me make this clear. It's SWAT's plan. You're no part of it.
Then you are going to need a new plan.
With this buggy brain of yours, you think you still remember how to put the heat on them scumbags?
I prefer to serve justice cold.
Entrance clear.
Well done. RoboCop, open the gate for the Ed 209 units. We'll secure the area.
Your bank job turned out to be quite intense. Ed 209's behaving themselves?
So far, so good.
You should be heading towards the vault. It's through the office area.
Put down your weapon. You now have 15 seconds to comply.
There's an armored gate in lockdown mode in front of you. Find a way to get past it. Try finding the weakest spot in the wall around the gate and breach through that.
Come on, boys. Let's finish up here showing what it means to be a team player. I'm on it. I'm on it. Don't act like you're all that impressive. With all that fancy tech, a brick would know how to shoot.
RoboCop, I've received information that the bank manager is held hostage in the vault.
Where exactly is it?
Find the manager's office, and we'll go from there. It's at the far end of the office area.
Your presence here is unauthorized.
So is depriving thousands of people of a roof over their heads. But OCP doesn't seem to mind that.
Explain.
Delta City. A heaven on earth that OCP plans to build in place of old Detroit? A city of the future where there is no crime or poverty. Do you believe the commercials?
I am working on the...
Then OCP may become the... in order to create Delta City. Now that's a topic I'd rather do a story on than you glitching. OCP offered these people the later gains will far...
You do not believe that.
It's OCP. There must be a catch. I believe that's a loophole that OCP...
That is only suspicion.
And I need time to prove that my suspicion is true. Time and some of these documents I found. If you detain me, the SWAT jerks will requisition them.
You can go, but if you continue to disobey the law, you will be detained.
Maybe I should have treated you more... Anyway, the city owes you.
I can see you've reached the manager's office. Great. Now look for a switch that unlocks the doors that lead to the vault. If I was a bank manager, I would probably ask for that switch to be installed somewhere. Now, take the doors behind the desk and turn left. The way to the vault should be open now.
I will not contribute to depriving my grateful employer of his hard...
RoboCop! Mr. Becker!
I only...
RoboCop, you...
An opportunity?
I'll be watching you.
Officer Wash, I am looking at...
A bomb?
There is no time.
Gosh, I mean, first aid...
Are you looking for a bomb diffusing chapter in...
Found it! Okay.
Four connectors with different voltage.
What's the highest voltage?
24 volts. Four cables, green, 2 reds, and blue.
4 cables? Got it.
It is a C4 explosive and seems to be homemade.
Yeah, that's what I'd expect from the street vultures.
Cables lead to the fuse.
Does the fuse appear to be electronic?
Affirmative.
Okay, so they used this kind of bomb before. According to the diagram, you should detach 3 cables. Start from the one with the highest voltage, then...
There are 2 different color 12-volt cables. Which one do...
Okay, maybe this isn't...
There is one way to be sure. I will say...
So, you could have done that straight away?
I thought you may learn something here.
It was just a minor incident. Ready to get back to business? 'Cause I need to make a withdrawal. Like, now.
I should really check upstairs.
Nonsense. This is OCP. Money comes first. Now, open the vault.
There you go, sir.
Great. Now out of my way. What the hell is this? Where is all the money?
Our founder has most of our capital tied up in a very ambitious and resource-heavy project.
I can't believe old man's blowing all of OCP's money on Delta City.
Have some respect, young man.
See what I'm talking about?
I am in pursuit of the remaining bikers. I have followed them into a tunnel.
So that's how they must have gotten here.
What do you mean? Good.
It seems they're retreating into the old industrial area. That must be where they've hidden their getaway vehicle. You gotta hurry. RoboCop, there's a deserted warehouse nearby. It's the only building with access in the area, and it's big enough to store their vehicle. It's your best bet to proceed there.
Roger that. I am listening, Creep.
RoboCop!
Why did Wendell Antonowski send you here? This was a suicide mission.
We no longer deal. We had an agreement. Well, that didn't sit well with us.
The only thing you are a...
I don't think so. I'm a vulture.
There he is, the man who saved our pensions.
Before the attack, we all thought our... money would be safe at the OCP bank.
Yeah,
I have
glad we got
pertinent
Murphy on our team.
information regarding the case.
We'll get to that, Murphy. But right now, it's time for your psych evaluation. Becker will chew my ear off if I don't make sure you take part in it. So go. Dr. Blanche is already waiting in the observation room. Once it's over, join us in the briefing room.
What's the big idea?
Piece of junk taser blew the fuse when I tried to charge it. RoboCop, is that you?
I am standing in front of you.
Oh, see, fired our maintenance guy to reduce their cost.
We need to get the power.
I am equipped to deal with such...
Follow the cables. They should take you to the fuse box. Detroit's shining beacon of hope.
Thanks for the help, Murphy.
I'm ready for you, Robo.
I'm afraid not.
All right.
Looks like OCP is
Let's
really
see what's
coming close
cooking
to
under.
the end. God knows what they'll cut next.
Hey,
Hello, Murphy. Congratulations. I've seen you. How do you feel?
I serve the public trust.
No. Your sense of duty. I'm sure you'd love to share this accomplishment with Anne Lewis. You've seen her.
She is stable.
You cherish that relationship, don't you? She's an important part.
She is.
Just like your family. You're very protective of your past.
OCP cut me off from my family.
And how do you view their decision to separate?
It was cruel.
To everyone involved, nevertheless, you still think about them, don't you? What comes? I see. Memories can be painful. The thief that broke into my house, he was an addict who'd come over to steal. As you can imagine, my last memory of us together is not a happy one.
I do not remember my
These feelings, how do they manifest?
As echoes of the OCP sees them as obstacles.
And now you're afraid that they sent me here to convince.
Did they?
What you need to understand is that regardless of especially now that I understand how I think this is a good place to end this session. Thank you. I've got plenty to think about for now.
Yeah, just keep following the road.
All right. The situation at the bank was contained in a relatively smooth fashion.
When it's there.
Anything else?
Window enter.
That's right.
Spike is.
That's why the attack on O's.
I know.
Talk to him.
The old man.
Yeah, he's a
Enough. Head down.
RoboCop! Over here! You wouldn't want to make the mayor of Detroit wait, would you?
You two seem to be enjoying.
Just having a little fun with our... Don't worry, I'm sure the kid... You're not going...
That did not sound...
It's not like he didn't deserve...
You know that he runs tobacco with a stack of papers every time you two talk, right?
We're just looking out for you.
May I help you, Mr.
Oh, it's me who's gonna do the helping. You know John Mills, I presume. I've heard from her, judging by your... What a slimy bat, but...
I will not let
I knew you'd understand. I need to go. Campaign season is busy, but whatever you do, make it clear for the top, RoboCop. Say no to Delta City. Vote for the neighborhoods, vote for Kuzak.
RoboCop is getting a face-to-face with the old man himself. I tell him all about
Shiny.
how the OCP is fucking...
Got a job for you.
How are you feeling after the...
Who gives a shit? I heard that you're heading to this. There's suspicion of domestic terrorism.
Should I assume?
I assume you'll find tenement across the street from... And remember, if you won't take care of...
Je fais qu'une heure de stream parce que j'ai vraiment trop chaud et la température monte. Donc, on va... Encore 20 minutes et c'est bon. Au moins j'aurais fait un peu acte de présence. Hein. Casse les couilles ces putains de chaleur. Ma Xbox, j'ai des gros soupçons si elle est pas... Déjà que j'ai des gros soupçons sur ma Xbox et sur ma télé, j'ai un peu peur. Donc,
Hey you, the old man is waiting for you upstairs. This entrance to the building is off limits. Do you think you have to use the staircase? Doesn't matter.
je vois pas les jeux se désintégrer sous mes yeux, donc ça devrait aller. Même si RoboCop Rock City est loin d'être parfait, hein. Encore qu'il y a des bugs graphiques à certains endroits. J'espère que c'est le jeu et pas la console.
It's true what they say. You do have some kind of defect.
Donc qu'il fasse plus frais, que c'est un simple noble.
It's good to see you, my boy. Leave us. I want to
J'ai
talk to him
préféré
in private.
privilégier le ventilateur d'en faire la console plutôt que de
I'm in
sur
a
ma gueule.
rather
Moi je crève de chaud.
unfortunate state.
Avec la fenêtre ouverte quoi.
You did accept. See, it used to be a thrive. I always dreamt of a new heart of Detroit.
My purpose is to fight crime, not to make
No! Delta City's construction is about to start. Decay and death are terrible things. You lose everything you worked for, but I don't have to. It really makes me wonder. Has the time you spent in that armor been a burden to you?
The enhancements allow me to
Not only your actions, but your words confirm that you're an exemplary police officer. The real reason I'm aware of your instability problem. That's why I've requested to have people look after you.
I am happy to comply with any...
You're a good sport. I can imagine it's not a pleasant experience. I'm sure that becoming...
That is correct.
Now we've reached an understanding.
My partner has been severely wounded and is being...
I'll make sure she gets the best care there is.
Thank you.
I have to say, you brought a lot of hope into this old man's heart. Now, excuse me. Take care of yourself. After all,
Holy shit! What was that?
RoboCop.
Hey Murphy, are you done with the old man's tea party? Remember to get back in touch with your informer. See if he has any info that can get us back on the biker's lead. Spike is still out there.
OCP wants to raise towers in glass and steel. Go ahead. Just know where we are.
are committing an act of
Yeah, did the guy...
compliance with... I will not issue it.
You know...
Perhaps you have a hearing problem. The lady said no.
You're right. That is what she said, officer. I've got to check...
Thank you, Robo. That guy...
Daddy, what was that?
Go back to your room, sweetheart. It's just someone on the staircase.
So OCP is ordering you to break into the apartment of a reporter they don't... Any comment before I write a story on them?
I am here to
OCP sent you to...
I assume there... I found a...
Make up your mind. First you let me go at the back. Do you want to help?
Show me your evidence, and I will make the culprits
So far you're just making my return. It will...
Explain.
Not so fast. At the bank.
What is it that you...
Since you're here, I need to...
I will not...
There's no... The rest you call me what...
Smoking is...
I don't give a shit.
I will not issue a ticket.
Is that a threat?
On va stopper.
Man, it's RoboCop.
So what? We're just sitting here enjoying the moment. Nothing suspicious. Right, officer?
Shouldn't we give the fellas the signal?
We should just shut up and smile. Are you lost, officer? I can show you the exit if you want.
Trouble with the lock.
Seems that I forgot the key, but,
You will tell your story at the station.
Are you sure you have enough seats in your car to take us all?
If you do not come quietly, I will not need any.
RoboCop is here! Don't just fucking stand there! I'm hit! What's that metal freak? Well, well, well. Looks like Mr. Becker. These things are supposed to go to Miss...
What will interest Becker is in locker number 17. The contents of this box are none of...
I'll have to tell Mr. Becker that you have
I assure you that it will end up worse for you than for me.
You're late.
Sorry, I had to take a bus. Freaking OCP robots destroyed my car during that bank robbery.
So I'm guessing you have my...
They tracked my location.
Because they... There may be a bomb in...
If there is evidence...
Police officer in the box are my when you become too tough to hit...
I understand.
So we have once OC, you've helped them. Ronnie's gross.
Je vais vous laisser ici, moi j'ai trop chaud. Les appareils ça va, mais moi j'ai trop chaud. Je fais malade.
What do you mean, $1? It's $23.50.
I have some...
Yes, they did it, but...
Voilà, bon, on aura fait un petit stream. Si si les tempêtes sont passées et qu'il fait plus frais, ben on recommencera demain. On continuera, on reprendra tout à l'heure. J'ai aussi un autre jeu de près. J'ai raté la sortie de Robin Hood, donc on a pris des max de retard à cause de ces chaleurs à la con. Allez, sur ce, je vous dis à plus.